Okay, so there's been like a meme hypothetical going around lately that has led to a lot of discourse, even discourse that occasionally affects me in my timeline, alright? And it's the classic man or bear discourse, alright? So the hypothetical is, if you're a woman wandering around in the forest, alone, and you see something, would it be worse if that something was a man or a bear? And this has led to a bunch of women saying they would rather see a bear, because if you encounter a man out alone in the forest, you know, what's the thing? The worst thing a bear can do is kill you? What does this video say? I haven't seen this video. Somebody just linked this.
The bear or man in the woods thing was never actually a would you rather question. I know because I'm the one who started it, and I figured I'd use this tag to clarify some things. On March 12th, I ended a video by saying, if you're alone in the woods, seeing a man is 10 times scarier than seeing a bear. Someone commented on that video saying, no, seeing a bear is so much scarier than seeing a man, bro. I responded to that comment laying out why women are more scared of men than the bear, and that response went viral on the 19th. This topic started trending.
Oh my god, please, one of Fortuna's friends is losing his mind over this hypothetical because I think it made him realize he's kind of an incel. Genuinely, the reason this discourse is valuable is because all the guys who are like, I don't get it, why would you judge men like that? That's not right. It's like a big red flag, like, mounted over them, you know? It's pretty obvious to like understand this if you think about it and understand what women go through, okay? It's not a literal objective like, well, who has the greater swing strength? You know, a bear weighs on average 212 pounds more than a man, you know? Like, that's not the point, okay? The point is like, what do men have to be like to women for them to appear to be a greater like threat or like a greater like...
Why are people so triggered by a hypothetical? Well, because it's become a way for like retarded women to virtue signal about how much they hate men, basically. It's just fucking retarded. I guess it's like the same. Maybe it's like women's revenge for men who talk about like robots. Like when somebody's like, "Would you rather have a woman as your partner or a robot?" And a guy's like, "I would just have a robot because I don't have to deal with any of the negatives." Except like the bear man hypothetical is even more retarded.
predation, you know, or a greater source of predation than fucking bear. It's pretty obvious. If you'd seen the way the average man looks at me when he sees my tits, you pick the bear too. Yeah, like every woman has a story of men treating them horribly. Few have stories of bears treating them horribly. It's pretty.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to have many stories of bears treating you horribly because they're probably just going to kill you. Also, you probably don't encounter very many bears in your life. Like, who gives worse jobs? Women with TMJ and braces or sharks? Well, I've never had a bad from a shark before, so I'm going to have to go with the shark, homie. Like, what a retarded fucking...
obvious why people would answer the way they do, you know? Like, it's not, because I see people get like really defensive over this, you know what I mean? It's just like the whole point is just like, wow, man, guys are scary, you know? But like the guys who are like, I'm not scary, you know, you're doing like the not all men thing kind of.
Ending and growing for a few weeks, and then it really blew up with the street interviews. I never presented it as a would you rather question because I already knew that women were picking the bear and men were picking the man. My whole page is trying to get people who look like me to empathize with and understand the life experiences of people who don't look like us. So my intention here was to get men to think about why the world looks so different for women.
Yeah, but all you're doing is making the point that women are probably dramatically over-exaggerating the dangers of men and that you really shouldn't take anything they say seriously because they're clearly too emotionally compromised to make even a remotely reasonable statement about what's going on. Like, that's what it sounds like. Like, oh, so when women complain about all men being this and being scared around men, they're just fucking retarded. And that's why they're saying they'd rather be, encounter a fucking bear in the forest than a guy. Crazy. Like, that's what it sounds like. Like, that's the message that you're selling. How many women go camping with men versus how many women go camping with fucking bears? Like, what a stupid fucking hypothetical.
Because if you can bring yourself to understand why they choose the bear, congratulations. You've experienced 1% of 1% of 1% of what they experience every day of their lives.
All right, a little soy, but that's okay.
Jesus.
And you experienced it for 2.5 minutes.
All right, you know, that's okay. We can be a little soy when we're making a feminist point. When we talk about how holding some prejudice isn't inherently a bad thing. Everyone holds prejudice. The only question as to whether or not prejudice is harmful is if it's harmful. Like, prejudice is not in and of itself... Where are my slippers? Goddamn. Not making a point with cold feet. Prejudice is like
it's
neutral
obvious.
in and of itself, you know? The question is like, are you enabling harmful social norms? Like, what are the consequences of what you're doing? Blah, 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 okay? Trust me, the world is not made a worse place by women being more...
I don't know. Why do some people have hardcore male feminist energy when defending women and some don't? I don't know. I tried to think about this. I was talking about this actually last night or 2 nights ago. When did Tom leave? I think last night. Like, why is it that some people can do like SJW woke stuff and not come off as soy as fuck, but then other people do it and it comes off as super soy? I'm guessing here. I don't know what the actual answer is. My guess is that like there is in one sense, there's like, can you convey something and it feels like you genuinely feel it and you genuinely want the other person to feel it so that they understand. And that in another sense, there's like I may or may not feel this, but I definitely know what I'm supposed to say, and I'm definitely going to condescend to you about it in a very, very, very patronizing way. Is that the word I'm looking for? Paternalistic? patronizing way. That's what I'm thinking about, right? There's like, you can say that kind of like convey the same message, but I think there's like two hugely different ways that you can go about it. Like, if you're a woman and a guy walks up to you and he strikes up a conversation, just the fact that the guy is talking to you is already putting you in kind of like a stressful environment, because now you don't know if you can tell this guy to fuck off. You don't know if you can walk away. You don't know if, because it's like, well, fuck me. I've just like picked up an orbiter, an actual fucking orbiter. And if I tell this guy I don't want to talk to him or whatever, I don't know if he's about to be weird. I don't know if he's going to fucking follow me. So now I got to be kind of polite. But if I'm too polite, like he's going to think I like him. But if I like him too not polite, he's going to think I'm a bitch or start to say, there's just like this whole fucking annoying fucking stress of dealing with guys sometimes, which is why I tell women you should just fucking ghost guys. If guys are talking, you don't like them, just fucking ghost them, block them. Don't. Why the fuck don't? Why would you invite the debate? It's not worth your time, right? Like, that's one way that you can describe it. But another way could be when a woman is in an area and a man walks up to her, what you don't understand is that that man has basically put that woman in a position where she's fighting for her life. She has no idea what that man is capable of. She doesn't know what his history is. She might have had bad experiences or heard bad experiences from her girlfriends about men, and you don't even realize this is a man because you've never thought about this before. But she could be in a situation where she has to call the cops, where she might have forgotten her bear mace, and it's just like, it comes off as like, okay, bro, we get it. Like Jesus Christ. Like, I feel like you're reading like some like emergency pamphlet of like fucking, I don't know. We're gonna have a rate tips with my audience. Did you guys say bears or men? Who would you be next to in the forest?
Men, absolutely.
Fuck off. You're such a pick me. Okay. What do you want?
Listen, I have the counter thing. How do you think it would go? Okay. How do I put this? I want you to imagine that the question is different. Okay. It's like, what would you rather? You're in the woods. What would you rather have? A bear or a man?
Mm-hmm.
How do you think it would go? Is you're walking down an alley and there's one of the following options is stalking you: a black man or a bear. What do you think they would say then?
They'd probably go for the black man.
No shot.
Yeah.
No shot.
It's like you're encapsulating the screenshot. Do you remember where there was the person and they tweeted out like kill men? And when I say kill all men, I mean...
sorry. You were agreeing with me. So yes, correct. Like they would choose yes, I want the man in this case because it's a black man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all performative bullshit.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, obviously.
Mm-hmm. What about a Zionist man? What do you think they would choose then?
Good question. Who knows?
Okay.